as everybody else in any other profession, you have to train. You have to follow the methodology. Hello, everyone. This is Michaela with Art of Experiencing. Meghan Markle is expecting that her husband, Prince Harry, should get some sort of an award for reading his book, Spare. Are you kidding me? How much ignorance do you have to have as a human being to be able to even think that? Do you know what that means for the rest of the people who actually are doing something because they have talent? Oh my God. I deserve to get an Oscar for teaching. I should get an Oscar for teaching. Why can't I get an Oscar for teaching? Why not? They're above everybody else. Above everybody else. They should get awards for bowing, for 5 seconds. Prince Harry should get an award for reading his book, Spare, read by people because he is a prince with a family, the royal family he despises, he wants nothing to do with. But they're not going to accept the invitation to the coronation of King Charles. They are demanding to be put on the balcony with the rest of the royals, even though they despise the royals. They want nothing to do. We want nothing to do with the royals because we don't want to have to curtsy in front of Princess Catherine. We don't want to have to curtsy before anybody. We are above everybody else. Therefore, we should get an award for reading. They want to get an award for reading. I tell students, I tell actors, filmmakers, other professionals, whenever they come to sessions, from the very first beginning, when you're taking a book, when you're taking a script, you are not a reader. They should come up with a new category for him. That's what they should do. How dare they did not invite them to the Oscars? How dare did they not come up with a category for readers? The category for Prince Harry and Meghan. I think they should put all of them. They should put the Oscar, they should put the Emmy, they should put the Tony Award. They should put them all in one and come up with a new award category for people who can read. I mean, why not? They're getting away with everything else. They are above humans. They can say one thing, they can do completely the opposite thing, and they are still being taken into consideration by King Charles. Instead of King Charles taking the initiative, taking the new approach towards them, as any actor would do in any character they would portray, if they had to deal with such characters or such characterless people. Do you know how unfair it is to know that people of immense talent are out there who would give anything to have the platform that these two have? And they would be able to do it so much justice. They would be able to do so much good because of their talent, because of their craft. Crazy, crazy. I usually get so inspired from my classes when I teach, and we had actors come to the classes with directing actors for them to be able to understand the process of the actors. It is so difficult when you actually are the one who is the writer to then be able to change the hat from the writer to the hat of the actor, because you become so limited in the way that you imagine your script to be. So when you go to try to do the acting part in it, you stay within the limits of what you wrote, rather than allow yourself to detach for the purpose of you acting in it and receive the script as if somebody else wrote it, which will give you so much more information. It will reveal to you, the writer, through you, the actor, how much more there is in the script. Because I think our tendency as people, and that will then flow into our tendency as actors, as teachers of acting, as artists, believe that we can hold on, that we can control. It's much more difficult to let go of it, because we are conditioned as human beings to feel that we are in control in our lives, but we're not. To be free and open is very difficult to do. Al Pacino was giving an interview and he was being asked about his art, and he was being asked about method acting. He said that what he knows of method acting and what he realizes about acting is that, yes, it matters so much that you want to do it. It matters so much that you have a passion for it. That's the most important thing in the beginning. But then what does it take to continue to be able to have a successful acting career? And when I mean a successful acting career, I'm referring to be able to keep working and working and working. And he gave the example of, well, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? Work, keep on training. Therefore, the actors, the writers, the artists, they have to know that they have to allow themselves to keep on learning and not be so confident that they know it all. Great acting is, and it has proven to bring those actors, those deserving actors, to get to the Oscars, to get to the Tony Awards, to get to the Emmys. There is a formula. It's not a rigid formula where 2 plus 2 has to equal 4 all the time, but there is a formula, there's a blueprint that you can follow, and then you can also adjust it. You are following the blueprint to be able to solve a problem you are dealing with as an actor. In a scene, if you do not have a goal in the scene, if you don't have something that you want to obtain from the other person, or if you do not have something that you want to obtain from yourself, if it's a monologue, then there's nowhere to go. You don't have anywhere to go. If in obtaining that goal, you don't have obstacles, you don't have physical obstacles, you don't have mental obstacles, you don't have emotional obstacles within yourself, or you don't have obstacles that the other person, the other character is giving you, and you must overcome them, or you at least must try to overcome them. There's no drama, there's no conflict. Nobody's going to be interested for more than 5 minutes. It's going to end up being boring, very boring. It's going to end up being a reading the same way that Prince Harry was reading his book. The same thing would happen between actors, just reading a scene with nothing there to work for.